Alrighty, crew. So we're going through ForeFlight today, and we're going to go over specifically how to go through looking at filing a flight plan. So first thing you do to open a new flight plan is click this plus button. Once that is clicked, it's going to give you some options on the right-hand side. You just go ahead and common sense fill it out as it says. So departure, we're going to do one today from Kellyfield, and let's get a little crazy and go to Ramstein direct. Alternate, you click here and you'll see a screen pop up. It'll provide suggestions for alternate, but if you've got one in mind, you can go ahead and put that in. All right, we'll go ahead and do Spang right there. There's UTAD. Let's add that as an alternate. Alrighty, time of departure, common sense. We'll just say we're going to go tomorrow. If you look right here where it says the estimated time of departure, there's a Z time that I have in mind. You can also go into your settings and make that a local time if it makes more sense for you. I like Z. So I'm going to go ahead and put in for tomorrow, 1920Z aircraft. This is where it gets fun. So how we did it here, and you can work with your ForeFlight rep at each respective base to get this done for yourselves, but we've built all profiles in for all of our tails. So let's say we got 60015. Click it, and then performance profiles. There's 5 different C5 performance profiles that ForeFlight has built. So we're going to do this Mach 771 for long missions. Continue to scroll down. Right here, you see this little 3D on the bottom of your flight plan route. That will allow you to chair fly through a 3D route your entire flight plan. There's the 3D popped up. So if you select the 3D button, here's what it shows. There's 2 different views. There's our airplane, and it's on the bottom left I'm clicking, or you can show the first person view. So out and first person. If you click play, right now it's at 20 times speed, but you chair fly the entire flight. And on the bottom, so it says right here, the terrain's not downloaded on all of this, but on the bottom, and you can scroll through and it'll chair fly your entire flight plan profile and even have each point on the bottom and how long you are into the flight. It's pretty cool. It'd be more applicable if you're going on a lower level in mountainous terrain, but it's still a good tool to have in your back pocket. I'm going to go ahead and click route, and it's going to retrieve routes. This is ForeFlight's way of automatically suggesting the most efficient route, and it's going to give you a couple options, and this just takes time to load. Alrighty, so the route recommended just popped up. Eurocontrol valid. It says it's at flight level 390. Tells you how long it'll take and the amount of fuel required based on our performance profile. So I'm going to select that, select route, and I will update my altitude to 390. There we go. Alrighty, so continuing, you can set your cruise altitude if you want. Your pax count, let's say today we're carrying 80 folks on the Mighty C5. Average weight is 200. And cargo, let's say we're taking 25K of cargo. Total payload, 41K. Fuel policy, if you click this button here, that just gives you some descriptions on different ways that ForeFlight will calculate your fuel policy and the parameters that surround it. I'm going to go ahead and click minimum fuel, and we're going to go with that. And a few things to notice. By start, if you click max, it's automatically going to slew you to the maximum amount of fuel payload. Taxi fuel, you can see, is automatically put in there from the flight profile, and reserve fuel. Go down here. Let's say we wanted to add an extra splash of gas for the wife and kids and to make sure that we're getting there with enough fuel reserves. Let's go ahead and put 30K here, adding an extra 10. So what ends up happening was minimum fuel required is there, and if you tell the flight engineer, hey, we added an extra 10 on the reserve, let's add 5 more. So I'm going to call out the flight engineer. We normally text them and say, hey, go ahead and fill up to 255. So if we put 255, 1, 2, 3 here, close, it auto switches the fuel policy to manual and go ahead and auto calculates all your fuel from there. So we have almost 4K of extra fuel at the bottom. Continuing down, zero fuel weight, just make sure all your parameters there are in accordance. Usually you can check it with your Form F. And we're continuing. Destination services, you can fill that out if you want. You even have the ability to order fuel. Not going to really be applicable here. Flight log, if you want to track your time, you can in ForeFlight. I'm not going to do it. Anyways, down here, pack, where it says pack. If you click this button, pack, it'll automatically download all of the NOTAMs, weather, everything associated with your route of flight. That's what it looks like. You can even download the 3D aerial imagery. And if there's any taxi diagrams or airfield diagrams or approach plates that are out of sequence or expired and need to be updated, it can go there. So you just click pack and it'll automatically download all of that for you, so you'll be packed for your trip. If you click proceed to file, bottom right, that's where it gets cool. So you can go click here, go to DD 1801 on that top form type. IFR on the flight rules, military type is M for military. Aircraft, we are 015 or C5M/L. You enter in your call sign. You put in your true airspeed. It's in knots. We are a single ship, one aircraft. Airport, right here, I can just put Lackland or Kelly Airfield, either one. When you're departing, souls on board, en route. You got your cruise altitude, time en route, fuel aboard, other information. Route remarks. There will be remarks that will be required for here and for your remarks below it, depending on your dip clearances and where exactly you're flying through. Sometimes remarks are required. You're going to have to reference GP and any other foreign clearance guide or planning document before you go on your mission to be able to make this completely accurate. So it's not a catch-all. Right here, I'm going to uncheck this. STS special handling. If you need it, you can click it and go through. If you need any of these services to be communicated on your flight plan. Continuing down, this is our destination. We're going to Ramstein. Alternate is Spangalum. Get your search and rescue contact and phone for wherever you're going. Here's some search and rescue information, emergency information like you see. All of this should be auto-filled out per our airplane profiles. Additional information, crew list location. On this one, I like to put the command post of the associated unit. And below, passenger manifest, same deal. Continuing down. Right here, pilot in command, let's say Lieutenant Colonel Smith. So Smith/LTCOL. Email. Enter in your email. Now, entering your mobile phone, you can put in a phone here, and ForeFlight will text updates to your profile to whoever's phone is in here. Then the base ops email address, you put the base ops to your local place, wherever you're filing from. And if you have file electronically, as soon as you hit that blue file button, it will file your flight plan. Another cool feature here is if you're trying to fill out an 1801, that share button on the top right of this file menu, click it. It'll say preparing file form. Now you can either select the documents, or for me, I like to save to ForeFlight documents. It makes it easy. Or if you have a Bluetooth printer, you can obviously print it, or you can draw on it and mark it up. All right, if you click markup here, it gives you the ability to sign just move your art, and you can sign Colonel Smith. Sign your flight plan. Nice. Done. Save file to either on your iPad, or you can save it up here into ForeFlight or Goodreader. Now you have a fully filled out 1801. So, in summation, it's a very powerful tool to be able to help assist you in building flight plans, or if you become proficient enough, you can build flight plans in ForeFlight, either local flight plans, international flight plans, whatever the case may be. Make sure you coordinate with all appropriate agencies before you just do this. It is not a program to go do whatever you want. You need to make sure you're getting appropriate permissions and authority to do it, but it does have the ability to file electronically, which is a great feature of this tool.